What's up, everybody? My name's Rick, and we have our special guest, Kyle.
Hey.
Could you hear us okay? Do you think, could we hear okay? Great. The reason you could hear us well is because we're talking in the microphones, and the microphones are recording into my audio recorder. Unfortunately, I didn't realize that for this entire episode, I had forgot to press record, and the rest of this episode, if you're watching it, we have decided it's okay. You could watch it, and it's worth watching, more specifically, worth listening to. But I do want to apologize. I consider Take Your Shoes Off to be at the highest production value of any of the podcasts you watch, and I don't think embarrassed is the right word, but really upset and disappointed in myself that I forgot to press record. But the reason I'm putting this out anyway is because this is such a great episode, and I don't want to not share it. But I do want to apologize if this is your first time ever watching this episode. It's not going to sound its best. Also, there's a couple of moments where I'm talking to my mom and we're listening to Kyle's music. You're not going to hear it.
Fuck you. All right, I'm here for fucking 2 more days. We fucking been texting back and forth for a fucking week, and then literally all you had to do was press a fucking button, and now I'm practically was going to switch my flights to be able to make this work, and now I have to.
I don't believe that.
Yeah, well now I have to. All right, fine, go back. Like literally, the one thing I was in town to do was literally this. Okay, fine.
See, I don't believe
literally
you're really
complete.
Also, I had to push 4 buttons because of the cameras. I forgot one of them.
Yeah, did that help?
No.
Okay. Sorry.
Anyway,
sorry.
Anyway, you think this chemistry is good? Wait until you see the episode. So anyway, here it is, an hour with Kyle Gordon, musician, comedian. Not in that order or in that order? I don't remember.
Yeah, you're in that order. Yeah.
Fuck. Hey, tell me the truth in the comments. Tell me, hey. Tell me your honest feeling. Obviously, it's not as good as this, but I am curious to know how you guys feel about this because I love this episode and I want to put it out. All right.
It was fun.
And also, the Rickies on the Loose tour is coming back starting in August. I will be in Grand Rapids, Michigan, Dana Beach, Florida, North Charleston, South Carolina, Detroit, Michigan, Georgia, North Carolina, Toronto, Ontario, Buffalo, New York, Las Vegas, Nevada. More cities coming up. Go to punchup.live/Rick Glassman to get tickets or to sign up for my mailing list so I could email you. If you are going to be within 50 miles of a city I'm coming to, I'll let you know. Back to the episode. My guest is here. Excuse me, Alvin. Alvin, I'll be right back, bud. It's okay. I'll be right back. Good boy stays. You're going to be right here?
All right, perfect.
Also, keep everything on the blanket, please, for my OCD.
All good. Yeah. So that's where the Take Your Shoes Off comes from?
Oh, yeah. It's a rule that's easily digestible. It's kind of like the first rule of my place.
What's his name?
Alvin.
Alvin. Hello, Alvin.
Can I get you anything to drink?
Water would be awesome.
Do you like caffeine?
I'm good. I'm loaded up.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Well, I was going to suggest one of these babies.
Ooh, yeah. What is that? I usually only drink coffee, but what are those?
It's Magic Mind. Have you heard of them?
No.
I found out about them when they started sponsoring my podcast, and now I take one before every episode.
Sweet.
They're awesome.
Hell yeah.
They're a lot more subtle than coffee.
Maybe I'll take one at the end, like load it up for the road.
Well, room temp or cold?
Room temp, actually, yeah. Does he like to sit on laps?
He's actually he's afraid of everybody. I've never seen him go to somebody before.
Wow. I have a wonderful personality, and you recognize that instantly.
But if he does sit with somebody, he'll do a lap.
Oh, okay.
Are you okay with the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles cup?
I'll allow it, yeah, sure. Oh, perfect, thank you. Ooh, nice. Is that Michelangelo, Cool But Rude?
Yeah.
Thank you very, very much.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Let me frame you up. Right now it's an Alvin shot. All right. I think I'm going to get myself a cold water.
Yeah, do it. I started drinking room temp just because on tour I'm like singing and screaming so much that it's just better to do it warm than like shock your throat with cold water.
This this how you want to open the episode? We got Kyle Gordon, funny guy, wanting to tell you he doesn't want to shock his vocal cords while he's singing on the road.
Yeah, just got off a 2-month tour. It was absolutely crazy, but I'm so grateful for all.
2 months really though?
Yeah, ish. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Were you just doing satire interview stuff though, or were you being?
Yeah. No, I was doing satire. Yeah,
but
exactly.
that's cool that you were on the road for 2 months.
It was cool. It was exciting. That was the longest I'd done, and so it was like 25 cities. Yeah, so that was the most I did. Let me get the. Yeah.
Let me make sure these are going. Good to go.
Gulp, 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 gulp.
Is that a Tim Allen impression?
Yeah.
Thanks, dude. Thanks for laughing, man.
Yeah, absolutely no problem whatsoever. Actually, I didn't realize it was a Tim Allen impression. Actually, I was talking to someone the other day, and I think I made some similar noise, and they asked if I was doing a Tim Allen impression, so I knew.
Sorry, I can't hear you. My headphones aren't on.
Oh, yeah.
That was better.
Yo, that's what I was trying to do. I was trying to do a Scooby-Doo, and they were like, oh, you're doing Tim Allen?
You know Tim Allen, he got that from Scooby-Doo.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Well, we start with
Should be.
Scooby. Theme music.
Scoot.
Title cars up now, so like a music's playing. So I have a question. The music should be, were you doing a pun with Scooby or no?
I wasn't not doing it.
So, just be honest with me.
No.
You weren't, right?
No, definitely not.
Did you see how I took that and what I did with it?
Yeah, that was exciting.
That's the power of comedy, but sometimes, you can, oh, it's coming back in. So you were on tour.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And now you're in LA doing lots of podcasts.
Yeah.
What podcasts have you done?
I did, what did I do? I did Zach Sang, which is, I guess, sort of like half radio show, half podcast. I did this Vinyl Rewind podcast, which was probably it was like a nerdy music podcast. That one I liked. And then I'm doing Scam Goddess. This is the first time I've done like really this many podcasts, really. Yeah.
All the podcasts you named, I'm not educated with.
Oh, okay, sure. Well, some of them I had to get educated with as well.
Why are you deciding to go and do promotion and stuff after your tour?
Yeah, because it just worked. Just to promote the album, Kyle Gordon is Wonderful.
Oh, I didn't know.
Yeah.
Is it out now?
Yes, out now. Yeah.
Where can people find it?
Everywhere. Deezer.
Oh, well, that's enough. Get it at Deezer.
Yep.
Now, I know what Deezer is, and I'm sure everybody at home knows what Deezer is, but if somebody doesn't know what Deezer is.
It's probably my premier French-based music streaming platform. So
French-based?
Yeah, I believe they are a French company.
So you use that instead of Spotify?
No, but I know it's on there, and I like to mention it because it sounds funny.
Got it. Are you also on Spotify?
Spotify, Apple Music, Amazon, YouTube. It's everywhere.
Are you a musician or are you a comedian?
Both.
Can't be both.
Why not?
What's Weird Al?
Both.
No.
Why not?
Because he's not.
Aw.
You know why he's not?
Why not?
Because he's a comedian. You know how I know this? Because I buy this here Anakin guy, maybe Vader someday later, now he's just a small fry. He didn't write that melody.
True, but I write my melodies, and I write all my music.
Musician.
Okay. So,
You have to be one of the two. That's why you go on all the musician podcasts.
Yeah, you're right.
That's why you're on Deezer instead of Spotify.
That's why this podcast is not gonna be funny.
Oh no.
Sorry.
This isn't a comedy podcast.
Oh, really?
I say it all the time. I say it's a podcast that oftentimes is very funny.
Oh.
I don't want to have to be a comedy podcast.
Oh, that's how. Okay, sure. Yeah. Then I think of my music as funny music. Doesn't have to be comedy music.
Like Paul Simon.
Yeah. Well, you look at him, and then whatever comes out of his mouth kind of makes you laugh because of the height thing. Easy, big fella.
Are you trying to start beef with Paul Simon?
Please, God, please.
Have you ever seen him live?
I Could Die Happy. No, I haven't. Have you?
Oh, yeah.
Really? Tell me more.
My friend Tal Walkenfeld, who I have been friends with for maybe 10 years now, and whenever I say her name out loud, I think to myself, am I saying it right?
Yeah. It took me,
Do you know Tal?
No, but it's a wonderful
fantastic musician.
T-A-L?
T-A-L.
Is she a singer-songwriter?
She is.
The name Tal, isn't there Tal Bachman? Tal sounds like a woman singer-songwriter name.
Tal, I guess I know that it's the only name that Black spells backwards.
That's oh my god! I never thought about it that way.
Isn't that weird?
That's crazy. Actually, have you? Wow, that's nuts.
I started following you. I don't remember when I started following you, but I started noticing your stuff. I feel like before you were doing music, is that right? You were doing talking sketches first?
Yeah, like characters and stuff like that.
Weird Al?
Yeah, like Weird Al.
Maybe you're a comedian.
Like the musician Weird Al?
I'm not sure I know what it is. I know the guy from
That's the funny thing about that musician Weird Al. He had a whole separate comedy career that was kind of crazy. Yeah, it's nuts. Like, I know everyone knows him for his music, but he did a lot of comedy stuff.
Oh yeah, I know him as a comedian.
Yeah, right.
It's kind of like a lot of people know George Carlin as a comedian, but at first he was a weatherman. Did you know that?
Is that true?
He cut to a clip.
Hey, Nick, what's happening? Sleet here, and I imagine some of you were a little surprised at the weather over the weekend, especially if you watched my show Friday night, man.
JonMichael, I don't know if we can show it or even find it, but George Carlin, before he was the comedian George Carlin we know today, as I know you know, JonMichael, he was a comedian, but he pretended he was a weatherman. If we can't find it, then let's just put up a picture of it, and we'll use this audio. I'm George Carlin. I'm a weatherman. But let's try that.
But I'm kind of stoned. But I'm a weatherman, but I think I'm stoned. That's what. Remember when he did that?
Do you have friends that are comedians that you're gonna do their podcasts, or is this the only comedy podcast doing all year?
No, I did my friends Business Casual. They're like a comedy group out here. I did their podcast yesterday or the day before.
I want to pull up your IG for a sec.
Please do. So yeah, that was and then I did yesterday. Honeydew with Ryan Sickler.
I like him.
Yeah,
and
he was awesome. I don't think I did that good because that podcast is about like traumas in your life, and also I realized on the way there that it was supposed to be like stories, which I'm not great at, and also like
I know.
Yeah, so I did the best I could. I talked about like bad jobs that I had. So whatever.
Dude, when I said I know, your energy fucking shifted. I clocked it right away. I was joking.
No, I
think you're a great storyteller.
Oh, no, I just like I just thought it was funny.
Oh, you ate mud on that one. Major lamage. Name's Jake, but my friends call me Slicer. A 540 knuckle flip McBlast on a twisted wave ramp? Can't be done, my man. Hey, Colby, suck my wheels.
Send these to my buddy John DeWalt. We like you a lot.
Oh, thanks. Well, likewise.
Thanks, dude.
Yeah.
Now let's get into it. What's your trauma?
So I had a lot of bad jobs. Yeah, you won't believe. I had a lot of crazy cookie jobs. This is what I talked about on the podcast yesterday. I talked about just shitty jobs that I had when I moved to New York and started doing comedy and, worked in kitchen or was an assistant. But like, I don't know. I got it in my head on the way there that I had to like tell better stories. And, but yeah, I really don't have trauma. Like I genuinely, it would be disingenuous for me to try to claim that I'm a happy person that, things have gone mostly well for me. So
yeah, I had an interview with Alec Baldwin and Jerry Seinfeld, and Alec was coming from the point of view of to be funny, you have to have trauma and or come from, I don't know. I said and or, so I felt like I had to finish that sentence.
Sure.
Yeah. And then Jerry's like, he talked about how he doesn't subscribe to that. I'm like, no, I think it was great. Alex says, yeah, he feels like that's an anomaly, and he said something like, I feel like you have had a life of a boulevard of unbroken green lights or something like that.
Yeah, that's how I kind of feel. But it's like, okay, my trauma was like being 8 and shorter than everyone. You know what I mean? Like that wasn't a real trauma, but that in that moment at the time, I was like, I better be funny. I guess like it's the cliche thing of like, laugh at yourself before they laugh at you. But it wasn't by, on the spectrum of traumas, that might have been what triggered me to want to be funny, but it's not actually. I wasn't gonna go on the honeydew and be like, I was pretty short.
You know, I didn't turn 5 foot. You know, I think I was in 8th.
Yeah, until I was 24 years old.
So did you do theater as a kid?
No.
I'm surprised.
I know a lot of people are
not for the reason why you think.
Oh, please.
I want to hear the reason why a lot of people say it, which I could guess, but that's not why I say it.
Oh.
The way I say it, the way I see it is very specific, and I want to find a good way of saying it, and I think this is the way of saying it. I want to hear your way first, or why you think people think you do theater.
No, I think it's like superficial. I'm high energy and sort of theatrical in my personal life. So
Okay, it's close then.
okay, all right.
The reason I'm saying it, and take this or leave this, because I'm a sensitive guy.
Sure.
You, I feel like, could project to the back of a room.
Oh, yeah, like just big energy, you mean?
Yes, but that's, I mean,
Or like
I have that too.
the sound of my voice.
I don't know if it's because
I'm too loud, is what you're saying?
yeah, lower your fucking voice, dude. I had to take my headphones off.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, I'm sorry. I know, I can't help it. But yeah, it's true.
Try this for me for a second.
Okay.
Try to do this a bit.
All right, yeah.
Also,
Wait, why did you try to be delicate about it? You were like, I feel, how did I put this? You could project to the back of the room.
I thought it was
if
one
you
part.
were, yeah, I guess you're right. Yeah, if you were far away, they would hear you.
I think if you and if this was the third time we met,
Okay.
I think 4 minutes ago I would have said to you, Arena.
Yeah, okay. All right,
Yeah,
that's okay. Yeah.
But you're not wrong.
Yeah.
I'm sensitive.
No, yeah. You're right. It's just, it is what it is. I'll do my best. I'll try to break it down. But
This is a game.
okay.
Let's do this as a game.
Okay. Yeah. All right. How are you?
Oh, so good now, dude.
Well, I'm gonna, yeah. I genuinely, you'll notice, like, I'm gonna consciously try to be quieter now. I'm curious actually how long I can do it.
I'm curious how if you're gonna feel stifled in your energy, because I'm a loud guy, and sometimes it's not too. People will say to me, "Shh," and I now, when that happens to me, I went on a date. I don't know. I can make up how long ago, but so I will. 300 years ago.
I don't believe you.
2018.
That's plausible.
Yeah, so 7 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
And we went into a Target, where I usually take girls on a first date, and she said they're being really loud, and I remember thinking like, oh, thanks for telling me that, but I didn't want to be quiet. I didn't want it to be less, because then the energy goes down.
Sure. Yeah, I have. I do lean into it. It's part of the whole deal. I would like to be quiet in most situations because that's socially acceptable, and it bothers people to be too loud because it hurts your ears. So I wish I had more control over it. I'm doing the best I can right now.
I recognize how that could stifle energy, and now I am not fully present with you, worried about how I may have led you to feel. I just sometimes I'm just so sensitive with sounds.
Oh yeah. Oh, specifically sound.
I'm sensitive, period. But sounds sometimes, like I recognize that the way I am with sounds doesn't match up. So my podcast, there's a lot of people helping, but the ones that help every episode, outside of Matt, shout out for sound mixing, sorry about us, is JonMichael and Tom Bates. Tom does my animation, John does the editing, and Tom and I are, when people chew, the three of us got together, and JonMichael chews like a regular person, the way everyone chews. You're great, JonMichael. He's every now and then to the.
It's good at the water.
Tom and I can't stand it, and JonMichael thinks we're crazy for it. So my dad chews so loud, and when I go home, I sometimes, if we're in a fun enough mood, I could be like, Dad. Sometimes I leave the room, and now I've seen the Mission Impossible movies a whole bunch, but I'm missing 20 minutes of this one again.
Yeah.
So I have.
But you leave the room if he's chewing too loud?
I'll leave the room because when I go, I have shorthand with my dad now. I've had a conversation with him because it's like I can't. So if there were a way I could just, I go, so we're sitting, and I sit the other end of the room, and he's chewing, and I look over to see, is this like a bite, or is he in open mouth eating mode? And if it's open mouth eating mode, I go, Dad, and he goes, and he stopped. But then like 4 seconds later, he does it again. So if it happens 2 or 3 times in a row, I don't want to control my father's. Who am I to say that? So I just leave. And
do you think he genuinely chews too loud, or this is your sensitivity? Like the bar is very low.
both exist.
Okay, sure.
Both exist.
Yeah.
He chews with his mouth open.
Yeah. Well, so it's a visual thing or just auditory?
Auditory.
Okay.
And what's it called? Is it misophonia? Is that what it is?
Is it?
There's a thing.
Yes.
It makes me fucking mental. But loud volume doesn't do that same thing to me. It just makes it hard to be present.
Okay.
It's just like,
Well, we'll see. We'll see. I think I can do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's good. I'm enjoying it. We'll see. We might. I'm in a really good mood right now, so that also it will. You caught me on a good day to test it.
what makes you happy? Because you seem like a very happy guy, and I've been kind of going through it myself.
Oh, sure. Going through it, or just you're happy.
I'm in a bit of an anxious low. I'm more even keeled than I used to be. I found some tools that if we get into, sure, but I want to stop talking for a little bit when we just meet. But like, that is the pocket that's so fun to be in, which feels like what you are.
Yeah, I'm generally a pretty happy guy. No, I am generally a pretty happy person, but so this is sort of close to my standard operating level. But yeah, right now also I'm just I don't get low, I get anxious, but I'm usually pretty happy. And right now I'm just in a good place. Like, albums out, tours done. The last 2 years I've been focusing on all this music stuff crazy. Now I'm like chilling for the summer. It's summer. Yeah, you caught me so I'm like happy generally, and now everything's coming up Kyle.
He's coming up. Kyle is good merch.
Yeah.
But there's a song maybe there's a few, but there's one that I can't remember, that at least one that went relatively viral, right?
Oh, mine?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are there a few of them at this point now? I would imagine there could be.
There are, and it's interesting because it's like it dipped. Like, that's kind of the cool thing that I enjoy about the internet, and my music kind of falls into that. It's like, I think the general populace, if you know one of my songs, you know one of them, and you know none of the rest, right? Because also they're all genre based. So I had
what's the one I'm thinking of?
Was it Plan of the Bass, the Eurodance one?
No.
It was a
grunge.
Oh, the Crawl to Me, the new metal one.
Maybe. How far down is
Suck the Dick, Drink the Piss?
Maybe. How far down is it in your thing?
Not too far. You'll notice the guy. It's like sort of a Fred Dursty looking character. No, that's like a emo guy, which is different. It's
you pull.
Song's called Crawl to Me. Yeah, I'll pull it.
If I play a significant amount of this, am I going to get flagged? Can I say that?
That's a good question, actually. But yeah, I mean, maybe
when people make recommendations on podcasts, like a lot of times people are like, "Oh, dude, you're so funny. This is so great. Check it out." And I think as an audience, at least speaking for myself, it's like, yeah, maybe I want to say to the audience, Kyle and I've never met. I don't even know if we've even messaged before you were telling me you were in town.
Yeah, no, I don't think we had.
But
what's the Wi-Fi?
Here, do it on mine.
Yeah, all right, here.
I don't want.
Yeah. So, well, you'll tell me if.
And I'll plug it in when you have it. Right. It's his. I'm sure TikTok and everything else in his album, but I just know Kyle from his Instagram. It's one of those where it's like, oh, you got to follow this guy. It's so good. Your music, it sounds good, and I understand you do parody, but it's very honest to the genre.
It's almost as though I'm a comedian and a musician.
I would call you a musician because you write the melodies.
Thank you.
But you really tap into this is what it is. I mean, you're making fun of it because you're inspired by it, I guess. But you're doing it. You're just making a song in this thing, and they are funny.
Thanks.
Second. I'm joking. They could be funny first. They're really funny. It's just great. Did you find it?
Yeah.
Here, I'm gonna plug it in so we could.
Tell me if this is the one I think you're thinking.
Danger!
This is it. Yeah.
The psychopathic thinkers have arrived, and if you got a problem with that, shut your fucking mouth! Get the fuck up!
the dick,
So good.
drink the piss. Fuck MTV, I ain't afraid to say it. That bubblegum boy band shit, it's gay. Fist fight me, pick the place. I'ma fuck you up and then fuck your face. Timberlake, fuck you, bitch. Nick Lachey, you lick my dick. Insync, that shit's for chicks. I'ma get the CD and set that shit on fire. Well, I'ma say it.
Yeah. So I don't know how much of that you heard based on what YouTube flags and what we cut out or kept in. I'm sending this to JonMichael so we could have the video in too. Dude, it's just that's straight up like that's 90s.
Yeah.
It's so good, dude.
Thanks. Yeah.
And that's also the Timberlake suck my dick, all that shit. I'm sure there's other things, but like it's just making me think of old Eminem stuff.
Yeah, exactly. Well, it's all like 1999 edgy. What's the what was that like
Angst?
era of angst? But that era of like WWE, the like
Wrestling angst?
Yeah, it was a whole thing. But like, yeah, edgy 90s fucking
Angst.
fuck you angst. Yeah, I guess you could probably call it angst or
When you do something like that, are you that familiar with the genre, or like you're writing something so you watch some of those songs and videos to get inspired from it?
So that one in particular, like having, so I'm born in 1992. So like that, it's strange because that genre of music was probably some of the first music that I became aware of when I became like conscious of culture. So like Limp Bizkit, Linkin Park, Papa Roach, Godsmack, that's some of the first music.
So you like that genre of music?
I do now. There was a long time where it was pretty passé. Like in like 2012, there was nothing like less cool than nu metal. And I'm glad it's been sort of like reclaimed. But it's also just like if you were aware, it's like if you listen to the radio in 1999, you just absorb that ambiently.
So
you don't think so?
Yes. Yeah. I understand that. I didn't, like my friends did. My buddy John, who I told you I sent this to, like he loved that stuff. I mean, not that it's necessarily the same, but the Red Hot Chili Peppers is his favorite band by far. And even them, they're massive. I know them. I know their songs, but I don't remember ever listening to. All I think I listened to was Disney and the Batman Forever soundtrack. I mean, that I made a choice to listen to.
Is Batman Forever the one with Prince? Or no, that's not. The Batman rap, that terrible song, that like Batman song. Prince had a Batman song. That might be the first.
Oh, maybe it is. It's Kiss from a Rose.
Oh yeah, that's later. That's
That the Batman Forever, I think it was.
Yeah.
I also
Batman Forever is the one with Schwarzenegger, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who's right behind you? Your Kanye West, Kanye West, dude. That's so funny that I said that because that picture of Shaq looks like Kanye West to me.
That much,
doesn't it?
It really does.
Look at the back of it too.
The back of this.
Yeah, and show it to camera after you do.
Oh my God, yeah.
Doesn't that look like Kanye?
That looks exact. Yeah.
But you know what? Yeah, let's.
Yeah, Kanye looks. What is a Shaq in
a box.
In a box, right?
Yeah, the Shaq in a box.
Shaq in a box. Yeah, that would have been like late '90s Shaq, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't listen to the radio much. I would burn CDs a lot, and I would always have Casey and JoJo All My Life and Elton John Tiny Dancer on every mix, and then other stuff.
Are those your favorite?
The only CDs I remember buying were about Tupac's greatest hits, Backstreet Boys Black and Blue. Is that my singer? Black and Blue?
What is that? I know the one you're talking
about. The album, and Millennium, obviously.
Oh yeah.
DJ Cool. Let Me Clear My Throat.
Oh, okay, sure.
Because I learned about those songs
That's such a classic '90s CD purchase of like, there's one song and then you're saddled with paying $20 for the rest. Am I wrong? Is it good?
I don't remember, but I did listen to the album. But the only song I remember is "When I Get a Minute Here, Let Me Clear My Throat." What's up? Yeah.
Yeah.
Will you do one of those?
Sure. Why not? A DJ Cool parody?
Yeah. So listen, I did no obligations to either of us. But I want to put this out there to you. I love music, as long as it's Disney, DJ Cool, or Elton John, or Casey and JoJo, or
very sophisticated taste. Yeah.
But I love music. I have musicians on here a bit. I've been wanting to have more on, and I have them, and they like we have guitar and piano, like we do stuff. It's fun.
Yeah.
And I've had some really incredible musicians on. Two things I want to say. One is, if you're ever in town again and we plan it out right, I would love one of two things. Either come on with a musician friend of mine, and or come at the end of an episode, I want to start doing that more, like a late night thing, and just come and do a performance.
Oh yeah, sure.
In whatever drag you want to put out.
Yeah.
The other thing I want to put out is I like to rap. I rapped with.
Yeah, I saw you did the Harry Mack thing.
Yo, Lamar, go ahead and sing that hook. Yeah. Come on. Yeah. Okay, there you heard it. Yeah, with auto-tune, it's perfect. Once we have it dialed in post, my man Lamar really doing the most. Yeah, you took that song in a whole new direction. Where were you inspired with those inflections? Yeah,
Yo,
I be
look at
spitting
my
the truth.
erection. I'm telling you, man, it points in each one direction. 1 direction, 2 direction, 3 direction, 4. 1 Pac, 2 Pac, no Pac, no more. Yeah, his name is Clarence. He went to a public school, psych private school. You drooling, you fooling, you messing up, you tooling. Retooling, yeah.
Yeah, we've done a few. I don't know what you saw, but usually it's him rapping. But I love doing it, and I want
Freestyle?
Yeah, always.
Cool.
But I'm down to write something.
Yeah.
I want to do something with you. Don't say you do what you got now. I want to tell you that.
Okay, cool.
Whether it's on this podcast or something else. But you are so tapped into genre in a way that I like to do, not in music necessarily, but like I see something like, oh, I don't want to even do a parody. I just want to make that.
Yeah.
I want to do that.
Yeah.
And the only joke is, I guess my inspiration that no one will know. Like it's just that song is on the radio in the 90s.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's
Well,
what I mean. And it's funny because like I guess it's self-aware. I mean, it is, but I don't know if that's what makes it funny. I don't know what makes that funny.
Yeah.
I don't know why that's funny.
I know.
You know what I mean? That's why you're a musician and not me. But I don't know why that's funny.
Yeah.
And there's some other ones. Some of them I could tell why they're funny. It's the silly voice, silly energy.
Yeah.
But at least that one, it's just a fucking song from the 90s. And could you explain why it's funny?
I think, well, so now I that's on my newest album, my second album, and that is what freed me up. So to answer your question, I think the answer is it's half like the precision, meaning like it, like you were saying, it sounds like you have to squint, but like, you know, that could presumably have been on the radio in 1999 or whatever. So it's like being able to replicate it accurately. And then I think it's just like identifying the tropes and like heightening them like one click into like, so it's not so absurd that it's like too jokey.
Yeah.
But then like, you know, it's those things of like, wait, what did he say? Like, you know, so yeah, I think if that makes sense.
It makes sense.
I think that's why it's funny. But
if you have an opinion on this, I'd love to hear the comments. To me, what's funny about it is I know what you're doing, and then yes, one click up. But like, so are some of those songs was a little, because some of those songs they do punchlines, they try to make it funny.
Yeah.
Lonely Island, I love, and they're very funny. Before they're funny, they're fucking bangers.
Yes.
You know, they're just great songs. They're well produced. And it's funny because, and I wonder how, like, Jizz in My Pants is a joke, you know, but like,
I'm on a Boat that's like, could be a T-Pain song in 2009 or whatever.
Right. It is.
Right.
And also what you're saying, yes. But like,
yeah.
I listen, I mean, I used to listen to those songs quite a bit. Like, I want to listen to, like, I like this fucking song, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then you have Weird Al, who I grew up loving and is so good. And those songs, I like those melodies and I want to hear those songs and they're funny.
Yeah.
But like those are songs I put on to be funny.
Yeah.
Like
well, because the melody, there's not a single Weird Al song where you wouldn't know the original song. And that's half the fun too, is like.
Yeah, I don't. You would know better than me, but I can't think of any. You're right.
Yeah,
Barney Rubble, What a Little Weena. Where's Wilma? Anybody seen her? Got a baby elephant vacuum cleaner? Do you remember that song?
No, which one was that?
Yabba dabba dabba do now.
Which one was that?
What song is it? Is that Red Hot Chili Peppers?
Oh,
Yeah, but do now. I don't know how to start it.
Yeah. Sounds like it could be.
Weird Al Flintstones song. Bedrock Anthem.
The like Lil Wayne song, the rap? No?
No,
this was before that?
This was when Lil Wayne was infant Wayne.
Oh, even littler. Oh, yeah. I don't know if I've heard that one.
Yeah, Running with Scissors, I think, was the album.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, you're a great musician.
Thank you.
I think I'd like to get your album.
Oh.
But are there videos for all of them?
Not all of them, but it's like, well, to your original point, like I am now more like the way I talk about and do things is more like I was like, yeah, for the singles, like, you know what I mean? Like I have, it's like if it's a comedy album, I have like singles that you release and promote and do with, and like, you know, it has like a music video accompanying it. So yeah, that one has a full official music video.
That really helps sell it. I mean, it's also
This is also the visual. It's like a whole thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to pitch you something.
Please.
This could be a one-off short. This could be a sketch idea. But like if you were to have your podcast, your show, whatever it is, it would be fun if you did a TRL thing.
Yes. Well, I agreed. That would be really, really fun. And I think about like what it would be if I were to turn this into, you know, like a show.
I think it's TRL.
Yeah.
Find out if you could call it TRL. If not, call it DRL, and have it instead of total, have it be dodal, and have the D kind of look like a T, and be on a thing where you're looking out, if you can, you know, of people down there holding up signs.
Yeah.
Have real musicians on as well.
Yeah.
And do videos and shit.
That would be really fun.
And I guess what's fun to me, if this were a TV show, it would be your character is not a comedian. Your character is a musician. Is a musician, and doesn't realize how inspired he is by what inspires you to do this stuff. And you're just ripping off, you know, these genres and these tropes.
Yeah.
And you want to be taken seriously by these other musicians, and you put yourself if what's his name? How am I not remembering his name? The voice.
Carson Daly.
Carson Daly.
Yeah.
If Carson Daly decided that his side hustle was I got into music. I'm not just educated. I want to be this. Yeah. And he's like slipping his shit in hair. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's.
And then like the people have to be like, cool, cool,
awesome.
You know?
Yeah, because I mean that's the thing too. Is like all these songs would be like, yeah, they're catchy, but like if the character that the new metal character Stool Sample, if that band was on TRL in 1999, people would have been like, Jesus Christ, like fucking, you know what I mean? They would have like rolled their eyes at it. So if like so the Carson Daly character in this show, if Linkin Park is on TRL and he's slipping them Stool Sample, they're like, Jesus.
Would they? I mean, I guess they would, or would they have to be like, oh yeah, nice?
I think they would.
Yeah,
they would. They on TV,
and you have to take that as a win.
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah.
And then like I see you as being like this people that people make fun of until they realize this is actually kind of dope. You know, but you're doing it. You don't know how you're being received. I also think I'm projecting that because that was me growing up, and that's most characters that I think of when I write stuff.
Yeah.
Which is like, I'm the man, and then people are like, what the fuck?
Yeah, but that also is Carson Daly too, because people literally did hate him, but he had to go on and be like,
he is so Carson Daly and Ryan Seacrest. I don't know if people recognize how difficult being a host is, where your job is to prop up everybody else while you're just fucking taking fire.
Have you seen the Woodstock 99 documentary?
No.
It's watching.
Maybe.
There's two. The Netflix one is better. It's like part of when it started devolving, like Woodstock 99 devolved into this riot, and it started like they found out that Carson Daly and TRL were there. Like, started throwing bottles and batteries
Because
at
they
him.
were mainstream?
Yeah, because like they associated him with like Britney Spears, gay, I hate you,
The big three.
the big three. Yeah, exactly. In 1999, I mean, just kill yourself at that point. Yeah.
Britney Spears was one of the. I didn't buy too many CDs. That was one of them that I bought, and I bought a Japanese version.
Baby One More Time with her and Liz kneeling.
Dude,
Yeah, come on.
it's the only music video I've ever masturbated to.
Mine was Beyonce. She did a song with Sean Paul in like 2006, and I masturbated. I had it on my. There was the first
Got for a clip.
Yeah, of me masturbating. Yeah.
The iPod that showed videos.
Yeah, and I masturbated to that of like on the iPod. It was Baby Boy, not a day goes by without your fantasy.
Yeah.
Girling them on to me. Yeah.
Careful. It was a 2-disc set that came with a whatever the book is, with extra things, and those extra songs that were just like arranged differently or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's so wild that like I don't know if it was a different time or because of the generation, or if it was different because that's when I was a teenager. So maybe it's still like that for teenagers. But this idea of like liking something and being shamed for it.
Yeah.
Did Dave Kroll? It was a Kroll or Grohl? I never know.
Grohl.
I'm gonna call him Kroll just
Please
in
do.
case.
Yeah.
Dave
Exactly.
Kroll.
So I'll beef with Paul Simon. You'll beef with
No beef.
no beef.
No beef.
You don't think he's?
I just think
you don't think he'll be livid.
I just think Grohl. I think he's wrong.
Okay, there you go.
But I'm a big Nick Grohl fan too. So maybe I'm like mixing them up.
Well,
But there's he said something like he doesn't believe in guilty pleasures. I remember I saw that a while ago, and I was like, right?
yeah. Well, I think it's become less and less and less of a thing now that the music is so democratized, and literally like that's why I think what I do works, or can find the idea of putting out an album where every song is a different genre, like the idea of someone being like, I'm a new metal guy, I'm not I think everyone likes all pop music now, is what I'm saying, because everything is available to everyone at all times. I think genre, and also it's like I feel like less and less your identity is wrapped up in your music taste, I think, for whatever reason.
Maybe. I think that everyone has a louder voice to talk about their musical identity, to where it's easier. Before it was what's mainstream and what's alternative, and those were the two.
Right.
And now there's communities, and I don't think of this specifically with musical taste. I think of this in arts, where there's so many people where they're like, I like this and this, and you can be like, oh, I'm not alone in liking this, so it's easier to accept that thing.
Yeah. But I also think okay, if you saw someone who looked stereotypically emo, imagine an emo in your head. Okay?
Yeah,
That person, if they said, I like Sabrina Carpenter, no one would judge them for that.
Yeah.
I think. Or like a Sabrina Carpenter song.
Love
Because it's like,
Carpenter.
my main thing is I like pop punk or emo, but I like this new Sabrina Carpenter song. I don't think anyone would kick their ass for that.
A lot of people gave a lot of shit about that chick who did I forgot her name, the song with Pitbull a while ago, when she did a country album.
Beyonce?
Yeah.
Yeah. I jerked off to her one time.
Yeah.
Cuts clip.
JonMichael, if we could, I know we don't like to do this too much, but if we could just do an AI video of Kyle jerking off.
I'll allow it this one
the
time.
girl.
Because I want to see it, honestly. That'd be
Sure.
That'd be fun.
What's her name again? Put a ring on it.
Yeah.
Is she the most famous musician in the world?
Taylor Swift.
Right.
100%.
Then do.
Ed Sheeran.
In the country.
Beyonce probably in this country just by a hair. Ed Sheeran.
No, in England, the old country.
Oh,
No, yeah, in this country. Is it Beyonce second?
Probably, yeah. I would guess.
Who's third?
I'll say Ed Sheeran probably. In this country, United States of America?
Yeah.
Ed Sheeran, yeah, I would say. Then maybe...
Teddy Swims.
Yeah, probably Teddy Swims. You had him on.
Yeah, I just saw that he it's the longest on the top 100 billboards of all time.
He is?
His
Really?
yeah.
I thought it was Lil Nas X. Well, he had the longest number one.
Lil Nas X, Is that the black rapper that is identified as a woke Latino person? Latinx, I mean.
Is he?
We could keep the joke in. I didn't find it as fine as Show My Misses.
Was that supposed to be a synonym for homosexual? Woke Latino?
No, I just remember when white people started telling everybody that you're not supposed to say Latin, you're supposed to say Latinx.
Latinx? Yeah. But he's black.
You can't be black and woke?
Yeah, and you could be black and Latino.
But you can't be
Big
black,
Papi.
woke, and Latino.
Yeah, no, definitely not. Ew.
Big Papi.
Yeah, David Ortiz, the baseball player. Black as night.
Yes.
Can't speak English, Barry.
Yeah, that's he's Dominican.
Correct.
Yeah, is that yeah. There's a lot of Dominican people that are
Yeah.
like that aren't baseball players. Can I say that? There are some Dominicans that don't play baseball. I'm not saying there's a lot. I'm just saying you're out there. You're I don't know what we were talking about. There's something that I wanted to
Beyonce, most famous.
No, before Beyonce.
Or that.
But also, yeah, that idea.
Am I getting too loud?
No, I just took my headphones off for a second.
Okay.
The
I did just think about that again.
no.
Okay.
Not that I've noticed, or it's we've eased into it a little bit.
There you go.
My mom gets loud sometimes, and my mom is more sensitive than my dad. And you have to, if I'm going to ask my mom to lower her voice, I feel like I have to do it in a certain way. Like, I don't,
She gets offended. But is she loud or she's often not and can get there? Meaning, is she always really loud and you're constantly telling her to be quiet?
watch this.
All right.
Just for scale, I will call. It was not a roll call. You'll hear the ringing. Regular ringing. Hi. I'm on a podcast right now, and are you napping? Oh, well, I just wanted to say I love you. And how are you feeling as far as joking around right now for a second? No, not talking about your big ass. But you know what? Never mind. So you think I was going to call you to talk about big your asses? See how I'm sneaking in? Now what we get to do about it. So no, I was just actually talking to my new friend Kyle about how loud you are, and I thought a lot of times when I call you and if I forget that I'm like to lower my volume, it's tough. But you're talking at a very nice volume right now. There we go. Yeah, this is incredible. With a very, very flat ass, right, Mom? Yeah. Mom, this is Kyle. Meet Kyle. Kyle's my mom.
Hey, good to meet you. Yeah, Oh yeah, you're quite demure. This conversation started because I walked in and your son had to take off his headphones because I was talking so loud. I physically injured him with the volume of my voice. Well, there you go. All right,
but why?
Vindicated. I've been vindicated. He was also talked about he doesn't like the sound of chewing as well.
There's a difference between a chip that crunches and a chip where you draw the moisture out of it in your mouth. If something makes a noise when you break it, I can handle it.
Oh, it's more the crunch than like a banana smush?
It's not about the sound that the food makes when it's being chewed. It's the sound the person makes salivating and sucking in that down. Mom, a lot of times my grandma, who's about to turn 95, by the way,
Mazel.
she has a dry mouth, and the way she handles that is by putting a cough drop in her mouth and banging it across every tooth that she
Oh,
has.
yeah.
Mom, you know what I'm talking about? Does it bother you? Okay. All right. Well, you're cutting in and out. I guess you're in a garage. My nephew.
Oh, congratulations.
But, I'm gonna hang up in a second because I have a gentleman over who I've never met before, and I've been talking for 85% of this podcast. But I haven't. I'll keep going.
Oh, no.
Well, but I do want to ask while I be on the phone. I got him some gifts, and I have a box that it's in, but I don't have wrapping paper, and I don't want to deal with it, and I'm just gonna give him poor people cardboard box gift.
Just put it in a bag with the paper that you don't like. Like a gift bag from CVS.
It's a big.
You can get a big bag like that.
Okay.
And then put the paper, the
I don't like it. I'm finishing this podcast and going to it. I don't like it.
There you go.
My mom said it's okay. I love you, Mom. Anything you want to plug? We love you.
Thank you. Good Shabbos.
Right. Are you Jewish or are you
Making fun of you guys?
Yeah.
Yeah. Ew, gross. No, I'm Jewish. Yeah.
Are you?
Yeah. Okay. I'm curious. You don't think I look Jewish?
No. I don't think you. I'm not surprised.
Is it weird that I like when people say that?
When someone asks me if I'm Jewish, I say thank you.
Yeah, I know.
But no, you don't have a traditionally Jewish look to me.
I know.
You aren't.
When I grow my hair out, I'm not.
Okay.
I just act that way.
Are you not into musical theater, really?
No, not really.
Oh, I mean, you are musical theater, but you don't know.
Yeah, exactly.
You don't want to go to musicals?
No.
Oh, I love them.
Yeah, I know. And what? Yeah,
You do that about me?
Yeah. Well, I knew a bit about you because you said it explicitly to me at the beginning of the podcast. So that kind of put two and two together.
Did I?
Yeah.
I said I like musicals?
I think you did.
I don't remember. I believe you.
Yeah.
JonMichael, let's swipe back to it.
All I think I listened to was Disney and the Batman Forever soundtrack.
So agree to disagree.
Yeah.
Well, but yeah, what were we talking about? Musical theater. Jerking off. Oh, Jewish, looking Jewish. Yeah, Judaism.
Jerking off to Beyonce being Jewish.
Yeah, that,
Be honest.
dude. Seriously though, come on.
Do you play Magic the Gathering, or did you ever?
A little bit. I never got super into it. I mostly like the art, and I'm very bad at any competitive games, whether it be sports or anything. Right. If there's a competition where one person will win, I've often lost. And so I started getting into Magic the Gathering at camp, Jewish. And
What camp?
Camp Kenwood in New Hampshire.
Nice.
Yeah. And yeah, I really liked the art on it. I thought it was cool. And then I kind of learned the game with the mana and all that. And then I just kept getting my ass kicked and I stopped.
So to be clear, you're Jewish. You like to sing and dress up as characters. You don't like sports.
Ish.
You don't really play sport.
No, I don't play it. No.
Okay. Type that into the calculator. Comes out, it would say, loves musical theater.
I know. Well, I like pop music. I'm obsessed with music. I like rock and pop music. But yeah, I never really got into the next step, which was not to, no offense, brace yourself. What I don't like about musicals and musical theater, and I don't know if this is, okay. To me, it's like, especially now, like new musical theater, it sounds to me like, let's take a genre that I like and make it sound like it's for babies. Do you know what I mean? It's like, like a jukebox musical is a clear example of like, let's take these songs.
Like Newsies?
Is that a jukebox musical?
I don't know what jukebox musical is.
Jukebox musical, like the Green Day musical. Like, we're going to take this artist's catalog set, like, Mamma Mia is the most famous. It's like ABBA songs. So let's take, like, the Green Day did a musical, American Idiot. And so they took these songs that I like, and then they made it lame,
That's very genre specific. I mean, have you seen Waitress?
No.
I mean, they're not taking songs from other things and trying to fit in it. They're just like...
No, I just don't like the style of musical theater. Yeah, I think it's lame. And So even if it's not a jukebox musical, there's musical theater has a style of songwriting and performing that's very emotive, and then we did this, and now we're here and doing it this way. Sorry.
Yeah, that is the part of musical theater that's easy to make fun of. I get that. That does exist. As you can make fun of action movies for being, you can make fun of Fast and the Furious because of how big it is. But like, if you could tap in, like, this is what it is. I love musical theater and am so uneducated in it. The only things I know about are the things that I've seen. And I've seen a fair amount, but I don't know that much. I can't tell you about history of things, but I know, like, when I see something and when these people could fucking sing and the songs are good. Yeah. I was listening to the Waitress album for years before I ended up ever seeing it. Sarah Bareilles and bro, I mean, Disney is musical theater.
Yeah.
Disney is musical theater.
Yeah, but it's a cartoon. I like cartoons.
Yeah, but it's the same genre.
Yes.
I mean, in fact, you could see many.
But also, I don't. But that's the thing. It's like, I like, songs that I enjoy listening to. Whole New World, like from Disney movies. Like, I don't know, where are some other Disney?
Yeah. I'll Make a Man Out of You.
Yeah.
Anything.
But I think that's the thing.
King.
I think, because it's the whole experience. Like, seeing it sung by cartoons, it's childish and cartoony, and the music is childish and cartoony. I think there's something.
You see the Lion King on Broadway?
I did,
and
a long time ago, but I was a kid.
Yeah. One jump ahead of the big guy, two leaps, he had a sword. I steal only what I can afford. That's everything. I'm not a cartoon, kinda.
Yeah, well, I didn't like that.
Okay. Well, I think you would thrive, and you could call it a one-man show. Or you could call it a musical.
A lot of people have,
but like, it's a format that, you look at musical theater and think of it as musical theater. It's like the same thing as, I don't really like comedy movies. You don't like slapstick? What comedy don't you like?
Well, that's the thing. I think musical theater is more specific than, it's not, I don't think it's equivalent to the whole genre of comedy movies. It's a genre. Like, it's a I don't know.
There's funny musicals.
Yeah.
There's I don't know opera. I'm not into opera. I don't get it.
No, me neither.
But like, I imagine the way I look at opera, it might be similar to the way we're talking about musical theater right now, which is like, I don't know. You haven't seen anything that got you yet.
Yeah. Well, so here's the thing. Like, if I were to think about a musical that I would do, it would have to be, my instinct is to be like self-aware and making fun of the tropes, which I think would be kind of corny in that, like, someone from the outside coming in and shitting on all the things.
Maybe.
So I do like Book of Mormon. I saw that.
It's great.
But I like the South Park guys and I like their sense of humor.
Right.
And maybe I'd have to re-watch it again. But those guys do genuinely love musical theater. And they are coming from a place of like...
So does Larry McFarlane, and that's comedy.
Right.
Like, I keep going back to it, but Waitress is like, it's
that's the only one you've seen.
It's my favorite. It's Waitress, Hamilton are the.
See, I have not seen it. I do not like Hamilton is the perfect example. I don't like it because you're taking here's the thing. It's like, and I'm sorry to cut you off, but like, you're taking a genre that I do like hip hop, especially like 90s New York hip hop. Like, I like that. I like listening to that. So now let's take it and make it for babies.
Okay. So I'm not on the train of, Hamilton, you gotta blah, 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 blah. I wanted to go back to this in a second, but I was just going to say Wicked, Hamilton, and Waitress are the albums that I listened to a lot before I even thought I wanted to see the play. Mm-hmm. So I just loved the music. Mm-hmm. Then I saw the play, so I went into it in a different place. Mm-hmm. Not that they're the better or worse than anything. Those are just the albums that I was listening to. You are being very judgmental. I'm not saying that you have to like it, but this idea of it being for babies, because it is, I don't know if you don't like him or the songs or the idea of of this is a genre of something where they're talking about something that you think is corny, whatever it is, it's good. It's good. It's good.
Yeah.
I mean, I want to play some of the songs, but like, if you had to write a rap song, about the stuff that they're doing,
Yeah.
try and do better than that. Is it the song that's corny, or is it the fact that they're doing this for this that's corny?
I think it's it's also like the everything's so clean and crisp and
Yeah.
yeah, it's too perfect.
Okay.
And sometimes I like that in pop music. I don't know. And maybe I am being judgmental. Maybe that could be the thing of like, I try as much as I can not to do this with anything.
I see that I know what you're saying. I see that in you already. And that's why I think you're doing a lot of projecting. And I think it's serviced you in a way where you now have a vision to be able to make fun of something.
Yeah.
What you're doing, if you really, if you tried to frame what you're doing in a certain way based on what your status might be and and if you were to go on TRL and do this, you're making fun of musicians.
Yes, but in my music, you mean?
Yeah, I don't think that's your
No. I see what you mean, but like, I think also it can, most of the time it's coming from a place of genuinely loving and identifying tropes, and they can be stupid or ridiculous, like in the nu metal song, like those there are certain elements of the genre that are like, you laugh at them.
Yeah.
But like, I don't think, so maybe I am making fun of them, but I don't think, and what this has been my experience with the vast majority, luckily it's been cool over the years, the vast majority of the response has been like, when you listen to my songs, it doesn't make you go, or ought not to make you go like, yeah, nu metal was so shitty. Some people say that, but the vast majority of it is like, I love when people are like, you can never make me hate this genre, or like, this is so true, but I won't stop listening to it. Like, I like that reaction. And so in that way, I don't think it's like, I don't think what I'm saying is like, oh, this genre sucks.
Even by people saying, this is great, but you're never going to make me hate this, that is them acknowledging that you're making fun.
Yeah.
At least that's how they receive it.
Yes, but it's not, I don't think you ought to take away from my songs like, this genre is bad.
But that's the point I'm kind of making,
With music.
which is musical theater, at least Waitress. No, I'm joking. But like, it's, hey, I get how you're making fun of this. Making fun of this meaning your point of view. I get the negative side of this thing, but you're not going to make me hate it. If you could, you could go into that and just not necessarily hate it, and just know, hey, this is what it is, and watch it for what it is, not for what you want it to be or don't want it to be, but say like, hey, this is what it is. Let's see how well. It's like when people say, I hate country music, or country music sucks, or whatever. It's like, it doesn't connect with you, at least not yet. But there are people that are the best of what they do in genres that you are judging. People do it with improv. People judge improv. It's so corny and blah, blah, blah. It's like, the first improv show you ever saw must have been a bad show. Right. And you decided that's what it is.
True.
When improv is done well, it's fucking magic.
Right.
And when people could sing, and I want to play this song, but I can't.
But then there's also a thing of like, it might just not be, and so I'm not saying that musical theater is bad. Like, there are people who I love, and like the South Park guys, like, I think they have great taste. I love South Park. The fact that they love musical theater, and I respect their taste. Like, if someone were to say, I'm not saying musical theater is bad. I just don't think, as of right now, maybe I do need to do a deep dive. I just don't think it's my taste.
Got it. We're going to have to take this out because I want to play something for you. And we're going to have to take the audio out, trim it down, whatever. So a woman, okay, is waiting tables to pay bills.
Okay.
And
Which musical is this?
Hamilton. And she needs, she is in a toxic, abusive relationship. But she's relying on this person to help with her life. And she's realizing that she's not the same person that she used to be. This is not how I saw my life. I used to be this girl who had this twinkle in her eye to stand up for herself. This
Can I
go ahead.
I used to be this girl
Right.
with a twinkle in her eye. Who am I? Someday maybe I'll get back to who I used to be. Someday maybe that'll be me. Bum bum ba-dum, ba-ma-na-na-dum, so bum bum ba-da da-da-da. Waiting tables, here I am, just a little girl in a big old city, crazy life. Look at me. And then, yeah, I lost the rhyme.
Yeah, so you've heard it.
What do you think?
Well, how do you know it?
Well,
Love it.
hunch.
That sounded good, and it's very funny.
Yeah.
In that order.
Sure.
Now,
Yeah.
now, listen. I don't know if we're just going to take the audio out and just listen, watch our faces, or we could jump cut, mark it, we'll take a look.
Curious.
But will you listen to this with an open mind?
Please, yeah. I will, truly. Sarah Bareilles wrote this?
Did you hear that lyric?
No.
said you're-
See, also, I'm not a lyrics guy.
Yeah. That's why you don't like music, dude. Do me a favor, try. It's tough because we're in a podcast. Just try for a second.
See, I was listening to the music.
Listen to her words.
Okay.
I'm playing the music. Just really listen.
All right.
Yeah, just sit here with me. Listen. I'm going to play a pretty song for you. Just listen to the words.
I'm going to listen to the words, yeah.
And the emotion in it.
Fair. Okay. I have thoughts. So, okay, it's glad this is just, I'm not really a lyrics guy, so I'm listening, generally when I'm listening to music, lyrics come second. I'm listening to the music first. But you described what the plot, like, okay, I respect and appreciate they conveyed a lot of both plot and emotional elements of what you were describing in the song in a cool way in the lyrics. But so yeah, it's a beautiful sentiment, and the fact that they were able to convey all of what you had described before we listened to that song, you laid it out exactly, and it all was there in the song. So I respect that.
And so I guess then you don't like. I mean, I was literally crying during it.
Really?
I wiped tears away.
Well, I was focusing very hard. Really? That's great.
Yeah.
Okay.
I can't say you. I don't believe that is taking emotion and making it for kids.
Sure. Okay. Fair.
It's
Fair.
beautiful music
Yes,
and a very relatable story.
Right.
But also you say, you said it before and you're saying it again, even though you try to listen to the lyrics. If you're somebody that doesn't listen to lyrics, it's difficult. What would make it easier is if there were subtitles. If you were reading the lyrics along with it, I think it would even hit even differently.
Well, I feel like I got all of it. It seems very clear. Like you enunciated very well. I don't mean to insult. Like
I'm not insulted. I don't take this personally.
Okay.
I don't think anything negative. I disagree.
Sure. Yeah.
And I understand. I also used to be, and still sometimes am, a melody first guy. I think a fair analogy is like when speaking about looking at a person that you're attracted to. That melody is the looks and lyrics is the personality. And the thing you're attracted to first is like, man, this person's hot.
Yeah.
And like, I fucking love this. And then like, what are they saying? What are they about? Like, you really have to like pay attention to that. And what's fun about that is you get to have lyrics that go with the energy of the melody or that are complete the antithesis of it. Well, I remember when I first listened to the lyrics and I've heard the song so many times. What's that Sublime song?
Which one?
What?
Yeah. What's the vibe? Gout rape?
No. What's
What I got?
I practice
Santeria.
I ain't got no crystal ball.
That's the one solo I can play in guitar.
That song is a lot more intense.
Yeah.
Than the music.
Right.
And that's fun to play into. And musical theater, and I don't just necessarily mean musical theater plays. I mean like what you do is musical theater.
Sure.
Like you get to play with tropes.
Yeah.
And you get to reinvent them or change the voice of it. And there's subtlety to it. And again, if I had somebody on, they would be able to teach us about this. I don't know that. I just, the very little that I've noticed on my own, like, oh, that's fun how they did. Oh, and they're making fun of tropes of storytelling devices, or of songs, or of characters that are established here, different things where there's layers to it. It's really cool.
And also not an expert on musical theater, but my understanding is that the function of a song in a good musical is supposed to be, you have this period of non-musical plot development and development of the characters, and you have this emotional build up, and the songs are supposed to be a release of whatever emotion that last scene.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
Also, there's sometimes where it's character development, where you have a person singing a song and we're learning about their why.
Yeah,
You're learning about them. A friend of mine, shout out David Finn, did a Comedy of Errors, a Shakespeare play.
Oh, yeah.
And I went to DC to watch it. Doesn't matter. I went to DC. I did a show there because I wanted to like have an excuse to go, and I want to go back to DC. It was so fun. But I went there to see the play, and they turned it into a musical, and it was just like that was funny and fun.
Yeah.
If you're a good singer,
sure.
And they were, so like I could picture a musical where there's a guy who loves music and wants to be this thing, but hasn't found his voice, and is like and is so inspired by these different things that he sees. And there's two versions. There's the thing that you are loving that is non-ironic, and it is what it is, that you watch, and then you try and be that.
Yeah.
And that's everything you're doing, but with narrative.
Yeah.
It could be anything. You know what I mean?
You're right. Yeah.
I think that you could do an amazing musical. Obviously, you had to have thought about this.
Yeah.
It's what you're doing.
Yeah.
Take this. The TRL thing is could be a musical.
Yeah.
It's just it's music with a narrative that connects these things, and it's instead about individual songs. The songs are just a storytelling device. Like that in movies, you have montages, and in the training montage in Rocky IV, or Eye of the Tiger in 3. It's just that's a storytelling device.
Yes. The one thing that in my
Go ahead.
Well,
I'm not offended, and
No.
I realize I'm selling something, but it's not to prove you wrong. It's like I wanted to let you know. I also used to think that was kind of corny until I started like, this is fucking awesome.
No. And I hear you were saying. I think
a blanketed statement, by the way.
Hey now, whoa, he. No, like, I think what I like. My songs too, lyrically. What I've thought about this too. I'm like, as someone who is not a lyrics first person, what I
Dude.
No way.
Mm-hmm.
Really?
We have it on this only.
C'est la vie.
I mean, you still have audio. I'm
Yeah.
putting this out.
Okay.
I am. Everything. My mom's phone call. Dude,
Sorry, dude. I'm sorry.
you're sorry,
Yeah.
dude.
Well, we have. Have you done? Have you put audio out just from that before?
It's happened. I've done this once before, and I noticed it a lot sooner in the episode, and I wasn't happy. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. It's okay. It happens. It's all good. It's all good. Shit happens.
I don't know what I'm supposed to do now.
Well, how far are we in?
I mean, we're in.
Yeah, we're in.
I mean, we've done an hour, 15 minutes.
Yeah. How rough is the audio on those things? Rough?
Yeah.
Rough, really rough.
I mean, I'm going to look and see what's possible. I'm so hot. I'm so mad, and I'm so sorry to you.
It's all good. It's all good.
Well, I mean, what are you going to say? Fuck you, Rick. I believe that you're soothing the situation in the best way you can. It is what it is. I really liked this conversation with you from the beginning.
It was fun.
And I don't know what I could put out now. And I'll see.
We'll dub it in.
Dude, I'm so upset on so many levels, and the one that I want to acknowledge, and I know you said it's all right, is I want to say I'm sorry for potentially wasting your time.
No.
I mean,
Dude,
it was
it's all
nice.
good.
I mean, it was still people hang out without a podcast.
Yeah, we got
and
to
that's
hang
nice.
out.
But you're in town, you're doing this, you're making time. We tried for scheduling stuff, and I cannot believe I didn't press record on the audio. So if we play this is the cold open now, and you're about to listen to, I did an episode in New York, where the person that was helping me forgot to press record for the first 15 minutes, and I still used the first 15 minutes, and I wasn't happy with it. But people in the comments wrote, I liked the way it was. It felt more real, whatever that meant. So maybe
Do most people watch the YouTube, or do most people listen to the audio?
most people there in almost every episode there's more YouTube views than audio only views.
So I'm, like, I feel like the sound quality when you're watching people is less important than if it's just an audio only thing. But
Audio's king, dude.
audio is
is.
king of all media.
Well, I'm in a mood now, and
Sorry.
it is what it is. If I put this out or if I don't, either way, will you please do this with me again?
Yeah, 100%. Well, when are you going to be in New York next? Do you know?
Yes, I'm going to be in New York at the end of this month.
Oh, dude, I'm completely free.
Let's do
So
this.
maybe this might be the most raw and real podcast you've ever put out. But if not, I really am free at the end of this month. So
yeah,
like what, the last week, the 23rd?
no,
I'm like
later than that, but yeah, like the last weekend for a few days.
yeah. I'm totally free.
Okay, let's plan on that.
Sweet.
Also, dude, I mean, I can't. I'm gonna keep talking about it.
Hello. Come on.
So how's your? So you did some other podcasts, huh?
Yeah, I did. It was pretty good. This happened on all of them. Seriously, this has been happening all week.
Then maybe this is a you problem then.
Yeah, it could be.
I can't believe that's so unprofessional.
No, dude,
I'm
it does
checking
happen.
the cameras to make sure they're going multiple times.
Yeah, it's all good. And maybe people will like the raw audio.
I don't know if they're gonna like the raw audio. They might like the episode despite the bad audio. And now what? Now, like the audio finally kicked in, and it's like, all right, now it sounds good. And all I'm talking about is this, where people are like, we get it. We already were listening for an hour. If we got to this point. All right, will you just take over for a second?
It's all good. So I'm going to be at Racket in New York City on September 19th. My show is a really, really fun show. I used to think of my show as a comedy show with music. Now I think of it as a really funny concert. So it's a full band, standing room only. It's really, really fun.
Sounds good.
Yep. So come check it out. If you're in the New York area, look up my personal address and just come drop me a line. I really love it when people, I like it when I come home and there's a whole crowd of people waiting for me there. So, do some digging. I actually put out, now that we mention it, there's a Topps baseball card of me. Topps put out like a real Kyle Gordon baseball card.
Oh, that's amazing.
It's very, very cool. I mention it only in this moment because the baseball card fans are some of the most demented people on the planet, and they've like found my parents' address, and they come after like every show I do. They'll like be waiting outside, not because they like me, but because they want to like complete their set, and they want me to sign their baseball cards. But yeah,
Wild.
yeah, yep.
I do cards as merch.
Oh yeah, word. Let me see.
Yeah, I turned previous guests into cards. Scott Hepburn's the artist. This shirt is actually the newest card that I'm about to put out. It's Alvin. Yeah. We've turned him into superheroes. And there's always a goblin in everything because that's my mascot.
That's
but
cool.
People go to shows and ask for signatures.
Oh, this is great.
Aren't
These
those
are
cool?
These are really cool. Very. I'm not a super knowledgeable. It's like looks like X-Men, like
Yeah,
90s
X-Men 91.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Cool. Sick. Dad.
Just in case anyone's asking, I only sign the Rick card. I don't sign the other people's cards. Aren't those cool though?
Yeah, I like these very, very much. These are cool.
They and they don't require great audio, so they still work.
Yeah, it's a visual. Cards are a visual medium.
Fuck, dude.
It's all good.
You know that other cold open that I said would be the cold open? I think is it's going to really deter people from wanting to watch if we do continue. So we could show that reveal, JonMichael. Maybe we keep this in the end of this. Maybe we take this out if we even use it. But I do want to do a cold open real quick that we could use and not. What's up, everybody? My name's Rick, and we have our special guest, Kyle.
Hey.
Could you hear us okay? Do you think, can we hear okay? Great. The reason you could hear us well is because we're talking in the microphones, and the microphones are recording into my audio recorder. Unfortunately, I didn't realize that for this entire episode, I had forgot to press record, and the rest of this episode, if you're watching it, we have decided it's okay. You could watch it, and it's worth watching, more specifically, worth listening to. But I do want to apologize. I consider Take Your Shoes Off to be at the highest production value of any of the podcasts you watch. And I don't think embarrassed is the right word, but really upset and disappointed in myself that I forgot to press record. But the reason I'm putting this out anyway is because this is such a great episode, and I don't want to not share it. But I do want to apologize if this is your first time ever watching this episode. It's not going to sound its best. Also, there's a couple of moments where I'm talking to my mom and we're listening to Kyle's music. You're not going to hear it, but we could put in the music in post. Mm-hmm. I guess for my mom, we'll have to just have us we'll be nodding, and we won't hear my mom be talking about that she doesn't want us to talk about her big ass.
You should do like what they do on like true crime shows and like hire an actress to read the lines.
We'll just fill it in with it.
Yeah. Charlie Brown.
Because I don't know what the lines are. We don't hear it.
Well, you'll hire a good one and improv.
I need somebody to write it.
Yeah. Sorry.
Anyway,
sorry.
Anyway, you think this chemistry is good? Wait until you see the episode. So anyway, here it is, an hour with Kyle Gordon, musician, comedian. Not in that order or in that order? I don't remember.
Yeah, you're in that order. Yeah.
Fuck. Hey, tell me the truth in the comments. Tell me, hey. Tell me your honest feeling. Obviously, it's not as good as this, but I am curious to know how you guys feel about this because I love this episode and I want to put it out. All right. Well, theme music.
It was fun.
And then there's another time where we cut to theme music and we were talking under it and we were doing fun gags. Okay. Well, I'm just going to be in a mood for the rest of the day.
Sorry. Yeah, it was fun, though. And yeah, seriously, though, if you want to do another one.
I'll text with you soon and figure it out.
I'm like totally free.
All right.
Where do you usually record when you're in New York?
There's a place I do now. It's called Borough House or something. It's on 33rd.
Okay, yeah. Word. Sweet.
Right.
Done and done. Don't be too down.
This shit happens. I know. I'm upset. I really like this conversation with you. Really like the conversation about, like I was curious about it and you answered me and like it makes sense of what inspired you and how you do it and like getting into talking about the music stuff and like I felt like connected to like, oh right, I remember that stuff. I just like this conversation, dude.
Yeah.
All right.
Well,
JonMichael, I don't think this needs to be in at this point. Just the cold open and then it ended, and then I don't know how we'll jump cut to us. Fuck it, whatever. We need an end of the episode. This is the end of the episode, just not the cold open.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
No, it's seriously, it's all good.
If it weren't good, how would you want to respond to that?
No, if I wasn't good,
yeah,
fuck you.
Do that for a second.
All right, I'm here for fucking 2 more days. You really are gonna? I'm sorry, I was just kidding.
Do it.
No, you want me to do that?
Yeah, I need to hear it.
I don't believe that though.
I need to hear somebody else's voice instead of my own, so I could then be like, well, hold on a second.
Okay.
So try it.
Well, yeah. Seriously, we fucking been texting back and forth for a fucking week, and then like literally all you had to do was press a fucking button, and now I'm like practically was going to switch my flights to be able to make this work, and now I have to.
I don't believe that.
Yeah. Well, now I have to fucking. All right, fine. Go back. Like literally, the one thing I was in town to do was literally this. So okay, fine.
See, I don't believe
literally
that. Really
complete.
Also, I had to push 4 buttons because of the cameras. I forgot one of them.
Yeah. Did that help?
No.
Okay.
Go to,
Alvin likes me.
I know he does. All right. Well, there's a few people. There's not many, but there's a few people online who's like, oh, Glassman's not perfect. Everyone thinks Glassman's perfect and he's the best and his audio's always good and he's so funny and hot and charming and good at what he does. Listen, I think this is important to put
Audio
out.
first, yeah. Like love the audio and then and there's more.
Yeah, like musical first.
Yeah.
Yeah. I guess you know what? I'm not embarrassed to say it turns out I'm not perfect sometimes.
We might want to cut that, but
No, fuck it. I think I might inspire young girls and boys, but only those two.
yeah, ew.
No, and whatever else that they are.
Okay.
There's boys and girls, and then there's
And more.
and there's non-binary.
True.
Are those the only three?
Yeah.
Is there? But there's binary. Is binary? Binary.
Binary.
Means two.
Yeah. Well, and what are those two?
So there's boy. There's girl. There's non-binary, which is neither of the two, and then there's what's the one where it's both of the two? Binary.
Is there a two? Oh,
Yeah, people that refer to themselves as they, them, or that's non-binary.
That's non-binary.
But that's but that's two. Oh, I take it back. Binary is 1 or 0.
Yeah, exactly.
And this is two.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I might inspire non-binary people to be okay that the audio isn't great.
I do like a fourth option, which is both so there's boy, girl, non-binary, which is somewhere within the spectrum, and then pure binary, which is both equally at the exact same time.
I love that. And I want to inspire more people to be boys and girls at the
same time.
Almost as if I were able to be audio and video at the same time.
Well, every boy can dream.
Yeah, and every girl could dream.
And more.
Fuck, dude, fuck.
Yeah.
All right, well,
want to call it?
I think that's it.
All right.
This is the most frustrated I remember of. I believe this is if this comes out, episode 308 maybe, and I don't think I've ended one as frustrated. But I've ended a lot of them where like I'm like, I've had podcasts where I'm like, I don't know if I want to put this out, but whatever, or whatever. I've never had one that I really, really want to put out, and I'm like, can I?
Yeah.
Well, anyway, I've done 7 to 12 minutes of saying the same thing.
Did you the other one? You said you put out the one with the mic, the camera audio.
But it was a different equipment. It was a different situation. It was a roving camera, and they were closer to us. We'll see.
Hey, you never know. Well, because that might get me, that gets you.
I think that would be distracting. I think we need to pick one.
Oh, okay.
Because otherwise it's coming from different places and to make cuts at each time. I think I would just take the one that's center. We'll see. Well, we'll figure it out, or we won't.
All right.
Tune in next week where the audio will be on. Take care. Scoot 2.
Scoot.
Stay there. Looks like I gotta pull it right.
Blabbity blue. Scoop.